Ooh, what's this? Some coffee and some applesauce. Hey guys, Gypsy Trails here.
Today we'll be filming a video on our resupply boxes for our 2022 thru-hike of the Appalachian Trail.
So there's a lot of perks for packing your own resupply boxes.
First, it's gonna save you a lot of time resupplying in town, where you can just pick up this already pre-organized package that is ready to go with you with 4 days of food. You know, if you're resupplying on the go, you're gonna be scrambling in an aisle of a store trying to plan out your meals.
Secondly, it allows for a more healthy diet. It allows you for a better variety of things that you might like that you might not be able to get somewhere else.
Yeah, this is really good for people with special diets. We're not vegetarian or anything, but this is a good option for people who do have a special diet.
Also, if you home cook in a home freeze dry or whatever all of your meals, then that can kind of boost your morale. You have a little bit of something from home. You want to make mom's favorite chicken, throw that in the dehydrator. There you go, home cooked meal right there.
Yeah, it's also a great way of getting your friends and family invested in your thru-hike, and it also allows them to feel better knowing that you're getting proper nutrition on the trail.
This also ensures that you're getting enough calories, as each box will be pretty carefully planned out with each meal and all that.
Yeah, we're gonna go over how we are planning our resupply boxes and how we're mapping out each day of meals. Now, there's only a couple disadvantages for packing resupply boxes.
Number one is it's a pretty big time investment and just financial investment, because you're basically buying 50% of the food that you'll consume on trail. And I mean, that's a lot of food.
Yeah, we are sending out 25 resupply boxes, so this is exactly half of the food we'll be eating on trail, which you're purchasing in advance, which feels like a big cost, but in the long run, I think it's going to save us so much time, and we're going to be really grateful for doing this.
It really keeps your trail costs down as well.
And the second disadvantage is that you're really going to be kind of stuck to a strict schedule of making sure you're getting to that specific town where your box is. So eventually when you make a tramily and maybe they're not going through that town, it could be a disadvantage and you might lose track of them for a couple days. That is one other disadvantage, but overall we feel that the pros outweigh the cons for us. So we're going ahead with our 25 boxes.
So we found the large priority box to be the one that is best suited for our needs. Each box costs about $19.20 to ship, and it's a flat rate. Basically, if it fits, it ships. As long as you can stuff it in there, then it'll be the same amount to ship.
Yeah, this is the large priority box, which I highly recommend. It just fits 4 days of resupply for us, so it could be a tight fit for others. The medium box is about $11 to ship out. You can actually purchase priority boxes online on the USPS website, and they come in bulk packages of 25, which is perfect for us. With 25 resupply boxes, and they'll actually mail them to you for free, which is really great. Basically you're just paying for postage at that point, so it's really great. You get the boxes for free. You can go ahead and pre-pack them, pre-label them, and have them ready to go.
So you can send these resupply boxes to hostels, outfitters, or any USPS location. And the benefit to sending it to a post office, USPS location, is that you can bounce it for free. If it's unopened and you realize you don't need it, you can just send it to the next checkpoint.
So the first step for getting your boxes started is definitely go ahead and order your priority boxes from USPS. Then you're going to want to go ahead and collect as diverse a range of food as you can. We actually visited 5 different stores and locations to collect our resupply foods.
So the place that we went to that we got the majority of our stuff is Trader Joe's. We found them to be pretty affordable, and a lot of their food was organic or, you know, really good quality.
Yeah, Trader Joe's is awesome, and there's actually no access to Trader Joe's along the AT. They have excellent dehydrated fruits. We love their dried mango. I have almost 1 package in every single box, so highly recommend. Again, just incredibly affordable hiking meals.
We also went to Market Basket. BJ's is good for, you know, buying stuff in bulk, like the liquid IV, the drink packets. We also bought stuff from REI, like backpacking meals, and a lot of stuff from Amazon as well.
You might want to consider cooking and preparing your own dehydrated meals. I actually have made a separate video about sealing and preparing your own backpacking meals at home, and I'll just put a link up right here to that video if you're curious to check it out. But in short, there are 2 separate methods for preparing your own meals. The first being the Mylar bag method, which is this material here. It's very durable. It's recommended for the backpacking meals to avoid any type of contamination. It's going to keep all the moisture out. With these, you're going to want to put an oxygen absorber packet in and go ahead and seal it with a heat press. And the second option being the plastic bag method with a vacuum sealer. So we have some pretzels sealed here. These are the peanut butter pretzel nuggets from Trader Joe's. They're really good. We actually ended up resealing a bunch of the packages that we bought because they had just too much air in them, and it really saved a lot of space by getting rid of some of the packaging. And with the plastic bags, you're going to want to use a silica dry and dry packet, and then you're going to go ahead and hit start on the vacuum sealer, and it's going to suck out any oxygen or moisture from the bag.
We planned out each box to have 4 days worth of meals, so that's 3 days and then an extra if we need it. We laid out each day and basically planned like, all right, these are for breakfasts, these are for dinners, and then, you know, all the snacks and whatnot in between.
Yeah, you're gonna want a lot of snacks. Plan for having at least 2 snacks for each day. And then we also made these handy dandy little Ziploc bags full of various drink mixes, coffee mixes, as well as tea bags. So depending on what your preferences are, I definitely recommend getting a little quart-size Ziploc and making like a drink bag. So here is what a typical 4-day resupply box looks like for me. It definitely feels like a lot of food, but once that hiker hunger kicks in, you're gonna be grateful for it. So starting here at this first row, I have all of my breakfast. So day 1, I prepackaged eggs, hash browns, butter, milk, 600 calories. Day 2, peanut butter and maple and brown sugar oatmeal. Day 3, coconut date balls I made myself, chia seeds, and some apple carrot squeeze. Day 4, dried cherries that I prepackaged, Skippy Natural, oatmeal packet. Moving on to lunch. For day 1, we have some marinated artichokes and Belvita crackers. Day 2, mango chipotle sun-kissed tuna pack and some dried peas. Day 3, tuna packet. Day 4, just mango from TJ's, as well as a barbecue Vermont meat stick. Moving on to dinners. Day 1, angel hair delight. This is just like a creamy vegetable angel hair combo. A little bit of a luxury thing. I love the pad thai from Backpacker's Pantry, so this is a little treat for every once in a while. Day 3, shells and white cheddar that I added chicken and veggies to and pre-sealed myself. Day 4, a Knorr rice side garlic parmesan. And then moving down to the bottom, this is just that little drink mix pack that I talked about. I have some Trader Joe's instant coffee. I have some True Lime packet. It's just like one squeeze of lime that you can add to your water. A Noom hydration tablet that I bagged up. Liquid IV, SOS hydration, as well as a little lemonade packet. So a lot of variety, and you're gonna be really grateful for that. And then here in this little Ziploc baggie, I've put together a package of 5 different teas. Some herbal teas from Trader Joe's, as well as just some regular English breakfast tea. Ample bars for snacks. Many of these are from Trader Joe's, my favorite. And then also some just cereal bars from BJ's. Kind mini bars, also from BJ's. Skippy Natural, we got these massive packs from Amazon. And then over here for kind of a treat, I had baked some brownies, so I went ahead and prepackaged some of these myself. And then in here we have another little treat bag. Every single one of our resupply boxes has one of these Biscoff crackers, as well as 3 Nutella packets. So this is gonna be a really nice treat after a long day's work.
So if you're really high speed, then you'll go through each box and write down all the calories for each box and figure you're about to, you're gonna burn maybe 5,000, 6,000 calories per day. I mean, that's if you have all the time in the world on your hands, or you can just eyeball it.
There is actually a website where you input your weight plus your pack's weight, and like the miles that you'll be doing on average per day, and it will calculate the amount of calories that you need to be eating per day in order to sustain your energy. So I will put a link down to that resource below so you can figure out the calorie goal that you should be aiming for. Again, I don't think you need to be doing perfect math, but for at least one of your boxes, if they're all kind of similar, it would be worth calculating out one box just to make sure you're in ballpark. Generally, the rule is have 2 pounds of food per day. So once you have your 4 days done, you can go ahead and put that in a food bag and weigh it, and it should be around 8 pounds. If it's significantly less than that, you're going to need to add more snacks.
Once you get all your food ready for one day, you can put it all in a gallon Ziploc bag and just toss 4 of those in each bag so everything's nice and spread out, and you know what each day to day is gonna be like.
Yeah, that way you can just pull day 1 out of your food bag and leave it in the outside pocket of your bag, so you don't need to go inside of your pack at any point throughout the day.
So we're gonna be mailing out our first 2 resupplies before we actually leave for the trail. And for whoever you're leaving your resupply boxes with, you're going to leave them open. So whoever your support team is can put in additional items like, if you're running low on ibuprofen or like anything like that, hand sanitizer, anything you want to throw in there.
Batteries for your headlamp.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, so here are some options of little add-ons that you might want your support team to throw into your box before it's sealed. And this will vary depending on the box, what you're gonna need, so definitely wait on sealing those. So here we have some hefty quart-sized bags. You might want a couple extra of these thrown into your box. And then I just have some Excedrin migraine, just counted out into little bags. You don't need that much at a time, but whatever your preferred pain reliever is. I have some Duracell batteries for my headlamp, so I'm probably gonna need some stashing of these. Wilderness wash that I'm gonna be putting into little tiny like 0.5 ounce bottles, and those bottles will be throw-ins for me. Hand sanitizer replenishment, as well as some Q-tips that I've sorted out, like 15 into a bag. Some extra Crest Glide floss, you're gonna need some replenishment of that. I'm gonna throw in a couple hair ties if I need. This is highly recommended for hikers. It's called Joshua Tree Salve, and climbers use it, but basically it's like an all-purpose healing salve that you can use on cuts, scrapes, burns, chafing. You can also use it on bug bites. So I went ahead and put it into these tiny little pods here. And so one of these is really lightweight and a great way of carrying a salve with you. And then lastly, I have two things in here. I have these little toothpaste tablets. So there are 15 days worth in each pack. So there's a total of 30 because I'll be using 2 per day. So these are going to carry over into my next resupply, which is fine. And then I just have some panty liners so that I can change those out instead of bringing too many pairs of underwear instead. When it comes to addressing your resupply boxes, there are 2 different formats that you're going to want to follow. The first being for mailing to USPS. For addressing to the post office, the first line will be your real name. Do not include your trail name or any alternate nickname. C/O general delivery, the town name, the state, and the zip code. And then at the bottom, you're going to want to list please hold for AT Thru-hiker, and then ETA, and then list the estimated date that you might arrive. It doesn't have to be exactly spot on, just within maybe a week of that date. For addressing to outfitters and hostels, it's a pretty similar format. You're going to want to include your real name, C/O, the outfitter or the hostel name, the town name, comma, the state, the zip code, and then the same thing. Please hold for AT Thru-hiker, ETA, and then that estimated date that you think you'll arrive into that town.
So we have a few meal planning resources that we're going to share in the description. Caroline actually made a Google spreadsheet of the 25 best mail drop locations along the AT.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and download that. It includes the address label that you'll make. All these locations are prime because they are spots where resupply options are very limited along the AT. And the second resource I'm going to share with you guys is the long distance food guide that I found from JB Traveling. Thank you so much for sharing this public resource with hikers. I'm going to go ahead and link that down below. This spreadsheet is more for meal planning on the go. You can insert your favorite foods into the spreadsheet and basically make a shopping list, and it will immediately calculate the calories that you'll get to consume each day. So it's a really amazing resource and time saver for thru-hikers who are not doing as many resupply boxes. I'll also have that link to that calorie counter below, so you can figure out how many calories you need to be consuming per day based on your weight and your pack's weight.
Alright guys, we hope you gained a lot of knowledge from this video today. Thank you so much for your constant support and all of your comments and everybody offering their support for us and our hike. We really appreciate all of it.
Thank you so much for being there for us, and we couldn't embark on this journey without all of y'all's support. So we hope you have a really beautiful day, and happy trails.
Happy trails.
All of this is mine.
Whoa.
No, it's actually Evan's.